2023 has come to an end, and in that year I reached the end credits of almost 40 different games. Now, I'd like to highlight some of my favorites. While not every game I beat was a 2023 release, I tried to keep my list strictly to recent releases and attempted to focus on games I'd actually completed in full. My name is Kyle, aka Mr. Space Heater, and this is my top 10 favorite games played in 2023. Number 10. Sonic Superstars. As a lifelong Sonic fan, it was refreshing to get a new 2D game that featured new environments and new characters with interesting new abilities. It's somewhat drowning in boss fights, per usual, and two of them made me rage in ways few games have in a long while. Plus, that final boss was a bit too familiar for my tastes. If it wasn't for the multiplayer experience being such a mess, I think this would have probably ranked higher on my list. Number 9. Resident Evil 4 Remake. An outstanding romp that, when including the Separate Ways DLC, is a near-perfect survival horror experience. It's too bad this remake can't seem to decide whether or not it should be a more grounded approach to the story and its set pieces, rather than embracing the outrageous, over-the-top action that made Leon seem like such a superhero in the original game. Yet the quality of this one is undeniably fantastic, but there's still something so perfect about the original this one can't quite touch. Number 8. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. What a joyous little adventure. It was impossible to play any moment of this game without grinning from ear to ear. The variety is outstanding, the new power-ups are charming, the badge system has loads of potential, yet it never really reaches that heights it feels capable of. DLC or a sequel feel imminent, and I will take whatever more they want to give us. The multiplayer wasn't always the greatest, but when going online solo, it was probably my favorite way to play. The biggest bummer I think I had from this game was when I ran out of levels. Number 7. Disney's Illusion Island. Honestly, I never expected to have a Mickey game in my top 10, especially in 2023. But Illusion Island is a gem of a game. On the surface, it seems like a new Super Mario Bros. Clone, but it turns out it's actually better described as baby's first Metroidvania, with outstanding couch co-op on top of that. It's not too bloated and full of great comedy too, so it's hard not to recommend this one. Number 6. Lil Gator game. I'm biased for anything remotely Zelda-like, but this one is truly special. The stress-free nature made it perfect to play when needing to unwind, and the abilities you can acquire were absolutely adorable. Plus, the characters were heartfelt and endearing. I truly felt like a kid again, roaming this island. It's definitely not a complicated game, but there is so much beauty in its simplicity. This one holds a special place in my heart. Number 5. Cocoon. One of the weirdest games I played this year, or in a long while for that matter. I couldn't really tell you what this puzzle adventure is specifically about, not because of spoilers, but because I literally have no idea how to explain what is happening at almost any given moment. Even the puzzles themselves still perplex me long after the fact, yet somehow I managed to overcome all of them and make it to the credits. Truly a testament to the brilliance of this game's unique design. Do not skip this one. Number 4. Dredge. One of my favorite indies of the year, arguably probably the best too. It has a very simple gameplay loop of fish, sell, upgrade, repeat, all while uncovering the mysteries of the surrounding islands. I was impressed with how much I was drawn in by the characters inhabiting these spooky waters. The game's quick flip from cozy fishing sim to eldritch survival horror is perfectly balanced and highly addictive. Plus, with multiple endings to uncover, this game really took me by surprise and left me wanting another playthrough or two. And I still gotta get to that DLC. Number 3. Chia. One of the most interesting open-world adventures since 2017. It clearly is inspired by much of Breath of the Wild, but creates its own identity with a unique combination of ideas from other games like Mario Odyssey and Zelda Wind Waker. All these concepts infused with the creator's cultural inspirations help create a beautiful game that I couldn't put down until I finished, even when some moments got slow or repetitive. There's no other game where I can become a rock and fling myself 40 feet into the air, only to then possess a bird passing by. Truly fun stuff. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I am a hardcore, lifelong Zelda fan. This is just a fact, but this game is truly magnificent and an overflowing culmination of this era of Zelda. The sheer size of this game's world is mind-blowing, especially considering the hardware it's running on. Plus, Link's new abilities are unparalleled within the genre. The story's delivery doesn't always land in ways it probably should have, but it's still one of the best Zelda tales yet. Breath of the Wild is held much more dear to me, but this is undoubtedly the better experience. Number 1, Baldurs Gate 3. There is so little I can say that others have not said better. I have yet to reach the credits on this game, but I still have 4 separate campaigns going and can clearly see I will be playing this for years to come. That in and of itself is just insane. The game's narrative possibilities, customization options, and overall variety is just so unparalleled in all of gaming right now that I'm not really even sure when it'll be topped. And this is all coming from someone who otherwise usually doesn't play turn-based games. But this is damn near perfection. Even for all its faults thus far, Larian has consistently updated fans on patch details and continues to outdo themselves. Yeah, Baldurs Gate 3 is my favorite game played in 2023. Now, there's plenty more games I've played this year that I just haven't yet finished. Some I started a while ago, and some I started very recently. But you can expect to see them on 2024's completed games list. Be sure to follow me on socials to see my completed games list updated throughout the year, too. Thank you for watching, and I hope I convinced you to check out something new. What were your favorite games this year?